trust the old guy in the back of the truck that it's ripe.
Well, the way I used to chew was thumping, but I don't know. I mean, people go by the, most people I reckon go by how long they've been growing. When they start them from the beginning to the end, I mean that's the way they do it, but all the way they thump them, but it'll be a little curd I call on they say when that get brown, it's ready. So I just thought I know.
I usually thump it.
You're a thumper?
Just usually that, and then determining like that yellow spot on it. It's like, is it big? Is it small? Is it ready?
You know, everybody just says knock on it and kind of see if it's right. I mean, just kind of gotta hear it out, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I'm listening out for like a hard knock, like kind of like, you know, just where it's not hollow.
Right. Okay.
It's full.
I got you.
So I usually thump it, and listen for it to be hollow.
You thump it.
What are you listening for?
We listen for a solid sound, a thump. You thump that watermelon to see if it's ripe? Yeah. Yes, sir.
So when you're looking on the bottom, you know, because the dirt and the connector between watermelon and dirt, so the bottom part is getting yellow because the dirt, you know, is kind of the same color. And then you can look and push a little bit. That side is a ripe. And when you take it out from the ground and put it like 2-3 days, it will be ripe.
Well, you can thump them. You can thump that watermelon and it'll tell you by the sound of it, whether it's ripe or not.
Cortarla y comer un cachito, o sea, el sabor. Cuando está buena, se llama debe estar seca, debe estar seco, no verde, debe estar ya que está seca, está buena.
Well, I've always heard you look at the spot under the bottom, the color of it, and also the ends of it to see if it was kind of maybe dry on the ends.
Well, my dad always say to thump on it and to look underneath to see if it's yellow on the bottom.
It's very simple to tell whether the watermelon's ripe or not. The little curl on the end that dries up and dies. And then you thump it, it got a different sound to it when it's ripe. Plump, it's a plump.
Yeah, so like the long ones, they're supposed to be either the females or the males, but the lady watermelons are sweeter, and then the man watermelons are supposed to be not as sweet and like kind of watery. And the ground spot is supposed to be yellow, and that's how you know it's sweet. And you smack it, and you know it's supposed to sound hollow on the inside.
That's all I've ever heard is you just smack a watermelon, it sounds hollow, it's a good melon.
I always knock on my watermelon, and this one doesn't sound ripe.
If I planted it from seed, kind of knowing the typical days to germination, and a week before that starting to look, also knowing how much rain there's been, or how hot or dry it's been, and then yeah, look for the skin to get a little bit lighter. Start thumping it, a little more of a hollow sound than that solid dense sound, and then if like the slip is starting to turn a little brown and want to let go,
I just thump it and kind of thump it on the bottom and the side where you see the ripeness coming. I think it's getting ripe then.
If it was my mom, she likes to like knock it,
Right.
but I'm not really sure what she's listening for when she does that.
That's a great question. I really don't think I know.
I go to the grocery store and I look at them. You know, I don't ever really buy a watermelon. Typically, like somebody in my family will buy a watermelon, and I hope that they get it right. And I cut it up. I'm good at cutting a watermelon, but I don't know that I'm very good at telling if one is ripe.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anna Young, and I'm the 2021 North Carolina Watermelon Queen. So I know we've all had that time walking through the grocery store, going to pick the very best watermelon. We all do the typical thumping on the side, making sure we hear that nice little knock. However, what we don't know is that there's a little bit of a better way. So I'm here to tell you the look, lift, and turn method. So if we look right here to my trusty dusty watermelon, as we all know and love for the summertime, one thing that you start off with is you look at your melon. You want to make sure that there's no large gashes and that there's not any kind of impurities on the outside, making sure that it's all nice and dandy. Then what you want to do is you want to lift it. Watermelons are 92% water, so making sure that it has some pretty standard weight to it is a good way to tell if your watermelon is ready to eat. Lastly is the turn. You got to turn for that nice buttery yellow spot to make sure that your watermelon will be sweet as can be, so then you can cut into a nice slice of refreshing melon for the end of the summer. Thanks, y'all.